Today, we're diving into a story that is both emotional and heartbreaking, but also so incredibly important. We're talking about Sydney Sweeney, the breakout star from Euphoria and The White Lotus, who has been in the spotlight for both her incredible performances and her personal struggles with the internet's harshness. In 2022, Sydney cried on Instagram Live, not due to a movie role or a publicity stunt, but because of the relentless cruelty from the internet, and sadly, not much has changed since then. Let's rewind to 2022 and revisit what caused Sydney to break down and why, even today, it seems like nothing's changed for her.
I think it's really important for people to see how words actually affect people.
In 2022, Sydney Sweeney went live on Instagram, but it wasn't for a promotional appearance or to flaunt her latest project. No, she came to talk to her followers with tears in her eyes, and the reason was simple yet devastating. The internet had once again torn her apart. The comments weren't about her acting or her personal opinions. They were about her body, her appearance, and her worth. And this wasn't just a random comment. It was a culmination of the constant, overwhelming attacks from social media. In her own words, Sydney later shared the painful context behind that moment. She had just done a vulnerable lingerie photo shoot that day, something many women would find challenging in itself. On top of that, she was also dealing with the physical discomfort of being on her period. She pushed herself through that grueling day, only to be greeted by a wave of online negativity. The cruel comments about her body left her devastated. She was being torn down for simply existing in front of the camera, and it broke her. But sadly, the cruelty didn't stop there. Fast forward to a more recent incident that brought the internet's judgment to the forefront again. Sydney Sweeney was featured in a new ad campaign for American Eagle, promoting their fall denim collection. At first glance, the ad seemed like your typical stylish campaign, upbeat music, trendy clothes, and a fresh vibe. But then came the slogan, "Sydney Sweeney has great genes." At first it seemed like harmless wordplay, but the ad quickly took a dark turn. In another, she casually lounges on a couch and delivers the line. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. "My genes are blue. Sydney Sweeney has great genes." What started as a playful pun quickly became the focus of outrage. Some critics slammed the ad for its insensitive tone, pointing out that the phrase "good genes" has troubling historical ties to eugenics and white supremacy. Others took issue with the hypersexualization of Sweeney's body, which, unfortunately, has become all too common in the entertainment industry. The internet once again did what it does best: criticize, mock, and overanalyze. The same trolls who targeted her in 2022 returned to tear her down over this ad. The criticism was harsh, and the internet was quick to pick apart every part of her appearance. This time, the response wasn't just personal. It was an attack on her as a woman in the spotlight, just trying to do her job. The worst part? Instead of a heartfelt apology or a genuine response from the brand, American Eagle's apology went viral for all the wrong reasons. It was mocking, tone-deaf, and completely missed the point. The statement said, "We sincerely apologize for featuring Sydney Sweeney in our recent ad. In hindsight, we underestimated the combined impact of her blue eyes, blonde hair, and general hotness. Also, we did not realize how big her boobs would be. Our marketing team has been sent to denim sensitivity training. Thank you for your feedback. PL, stop emailing us." This apology was an attempt at damage control, but it only made things worse. Instead of addressing the real issue, how Sydney Sweeney's image was once again used and scrutinized, it turned the situation into a joke. So, where does Sydney stand today? After the backlash, she remains silent. And honestly, can you blame her? Every time she tries to speak out or express her emotions, it only fuels the fire of criticism. When she cried on Instagram in 2022, the headlines were dominated by the fact that Sydney Sweeney cries on Instagram, instead of focusing on the root cause, the online cruelty she had to endure. Her silence, in many ways, speaks volumes. She's been through so much already, and it seems that no matter how successful or talented she becomes, the public just can't help but judge her for every single detail. It's a pattern that many women in the public eye experience, being reduced to their appearance with little regard for their humanity. This story is not just about Sydney Sweeney. It's about every woman in the public eye who faces judgment for simply existing. It's about how beauty is weaponized against women and how vulnerability is often seen as a weakness. In a world where women are expected to be perfect, physically, mentally, emotionally, the moment they fall short, they become targets. Sydney Sweeney's experiences shine a light on a bigger issue in Hollywood and beyond. It's a harsh reminder of how we continue to treat women like objects, judging them for everything from their looks to their personal choices. And while Sydney may remain silent, the message behind her story is louder than ever. It's time for the internet to rethink how it treats the people it admires. So what do you think? Is the backlash against Sydney Sweeney justified? Or is this just another case of society's unrealistic expectations of women? Should Sydney speak out again? Or is her silence the statement she needs to make? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this story insightful, emotional, or important, please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more breakdowns of the stories that matter. Until next time, be kind, stay strong, and remember, behind every headline, there's a real person. Thanks for watching.